UFC Fight Week here in Nashville, Bridgestone Arena, and one of the fan favorites, especially from me on this show. Derrick Lewis joins us in studio. Derrick, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
When we saw this fight get announced, I immediately hit up UFC, and I was like, I don't know what media is happening right now, but Derrick Lewis is the guy that I need in studio for sure.
That's cool.
So I got to ask you, man, you're going into this big fight this Saturday. How's camp been going leading up to this fight Saturday?
Camp been great. We did a lot of things different this camp. I started running 6 miles every day, and so I'm feeling great.
Now, here's the deal. It's kind of a crazy thing because you look at how long you've been off since your last fight. How are you feeling having that long of a period of time off and then you're heading into Saturday? You said you're feeling great. Anything different this go around for this fight?
Mentally, I'm very prepared. Physically, I'm very prepared. And so the time off, it helped a lot because, I'm 40 years old. So, I needed to sit down a little bit and really think about if I still want to do this. And so it was perfect timing, I believe.
Right, for sure. And of course, you're going up against Teixeira, who is undefeated, 25-year-old, impressive 6+ foot, first round KO power. Obviously, you've got that as well. What's the game plan without giving too much to, neutralize that youth and reach?
Just go forward. I got to be inside of my range, not his range, and just pick him apart from there.
Yeah.
And be aggressive.
It is definitely going to be a fun night for sure. Bridgestone Arena. You can still grab your tickets, Ticketmaster.com. Now, ESPN is predicting a knockout for you, maybe round 1 or 2. Do you feel the pressure to deliver a KO, or is it more to it that's in your head?
No, I believe that every fight that I'm in, I'm always going to get the knockout. So that's what I'm training for. That's why I get in there. That's what I'm always looking for is the knockout. I'm not trying to go to decision.
Yeah, and I think a lot of fans are looking for that knockout, and especially the post match celebration viral moments, which we'll talk about those here in a little bit. But you said that the moment that the cage door closes, the game plan might go out the window. With UFC Nashville this Saturday, what vibe are you bringing? Pure knockout, or should fans expect maybe like a chest smack mixed with chaos?
No, it got to be a knockout. I'm not trying to play no games with this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one of those things that a lot of us fans are expecting. Knockout first, second round, wherever it's going to go. I don't think it's going to go past that second round for sure, because we've seen your fights before, and you're going to hand Teixeira his first loss. We're going to put it out there in the universe because we're that kind of people on this show.
For sure.
Now, one thing that's been interesting, and we've seen this, Daniel Cormier called you the hardest puncher he's ever faced, tougher than John Jones, right? Do you feel that adds pressure, motivation, or fuel to your training?
Oh, not at all. Because I believe I am also. I always believed that even before I started UFC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the one thing I'll tell you, it's never a dull moment when there's a live microphone in your hand post-match. I mean, you've gone from mooning the crowd, talking about your balls being hot. A lot of things happen in the moment, right? Do you feel like this has now become a part of your brand and you have to have these viral moments post-match, or is it just, hey, it's whatever comes to my mind?
No, it's whatever comes to my mind because there's so much stress, so much stuff against me going into the fight. And so whenever I finally get the win, it's just like I turn into a completely different person. So that's why stuff like that happen. And 100% of the stuff that I do after the fight, like post-fight, I'm embarrassed of it the next day.
I will tell you, there's no embarrassment of that in my household. I've got an 8-year-old who is big into wrestling. We've got him into UFC, and I was showing him videos of your fights and your post matches and everything else. And my 8-year-old, so I get home yesterday, does the same thing. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "My balls are hot," and I was like, "This is coming from my 8-year-old." So I just want to say thank you from a parent that now you are, helping out an 8-year-old talk trash and just be himself.
Yes, it opened my eyes whenever I went to my kids' school and all the kids at my elementary were just saying the same thing, and I'm like, oh my god, so I didn't even think about that. And so I'm trying to be more PG after my fights.
I think it's okay to be a little bit more than just PG because, with as much access these kids have to YouTube and whatever else, I think it's okay. It's not like, I think back to when I was a kid, DX was there saying suck it to everybody and nobody knew what it was. I think it's okay if a kid's like, oh, my balls are hot.
Yeah.
Just maybe not the mooning part to the teacher if they get an F on their test
For
or
sure,
something.
for sure. I don't know why I did that. Still,
It was one of those in the moment
Yeah.
situations. You just had to, right?
Yeah.
So you've joked about it that you're too old and you might sit your ass down soon. Now at 40, do you still feel like fighting is in the cards post this Nashville matchup?
Yes, fighting. I would like to finish out my contract. Yes, fighting still in the card. I would like to be done in 2 years though, like 2 or 3 years max.
Now, when you say you're done in the 2 years, once you're all said and done, you put the gloves in the ring, you walk out. What's next? What's the plan? Do you want to like open up your own school? Do you want to just kind of be dad for a while? What's the game plan after that? Or have you even thought about that?
Yeah, I think about it all the time. Just run my business, my companies that I have. Um, open up, get a fourplex. I'm trying to open up next week.
Okay.
So yeah,
Now,
real estate.
one thing that you say you've got a few more fights left, you want to finish out this contract. You also recently joked that you probably wouldn't be approved for a fight for the UFC at the White House card because of your past. Do you want to be a part of that kind of spectacle? And if so, we'll go ahead and put it out in the universe. Who would you want to fight?
Um, it would be crazy. I don't even think that's going to even happen.
That was one of those things when I saw it, I was like, I mean, there's potential that it could happen. I mean, there's crazier things have been thrown out there.
No, it really don't matter who I will fight that day, but it had to be someone that's not from the U.S. So it got to be all U.S. versus Russia or something like that.
I
That'd be
mean,
cool.
that would be fun, and then we would just go ahead and guarantee a Derrick Lewis knockout in
Oh,
that
for
for
sure,
sure. Now, one thing that I talked about this recently with Stephen Thompson, and you talked about this as well. Back in 2018, you challenged an online troll to spar and knocked him out in person, right? Looking back, do you stand by challenging people who disrespect fighters online?
Oh, for sure, because they don't know what it takes to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could say they fight training in their garage and stuff like that, but it would take some big balls to get in there to fight another man that didn't do anything to you in front of millions of people. You know, anything can happen. So it's like it's crazy that people would even try to do something like that.
And it's always the keyboard words. It's the dudes that are living in their mom's basement. They're like, oh, I could take on Derrick Lewis. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
Good
for
luck
sure.
lasting, I don't know, 30 seconds, not even 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting thing. Of course, Bridgestone Arena this Saturday, UFC returns. Main event, Derrick Lewis and Teixeira going at it. One thing, and I want to get your thoughts on this because everybody has been talking about it. John Jones, he's like, hey, I'm retiring. And then all of a sudden he comes out of retirement literally a few days later. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh, I don't care. That'd be good if he stay retired. If he come back, come back. But he don't have the belt anymore, so he's not holding up the division like he was in 205 division. So that's good. So he can do whatever he want. It don't affect me now.
Right, for sure. Last question before I let you go, because I know you got a busy schedule this week preparing for UFC Nashville at Bridgestone Arena. By the way, tickets still available, Ticketmaster.com. If I was to look at Derrick's playlist right now, like his music playlist, what is that one song that we would be surprised to see on your playlist?
Probably Marty Ray.
Marty Ray?
Yeah.
No Chapel Roan? No Pink Pony Club?
No, I don't even know who that is.
We'll have to throw some on there so you can hear it. It's one of those viral songs that everybody gets down to. But Marty Ray.
Ray Hunted.
Marty Ray Hunting. Is there a specific song?
Hunted.
Oh, Marty Ray Hunted. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's the name of the song. It's Hunted.
I'll have to go listen to that because
right
I'm not familiar with that one. And I'm a music guy. I should know these things, but that's one of those surprising
one of the best
things.
songs out there for sure.
I'll definitely have to check that out. Well, Derrick, before we let you go, anything you want to say to people listening to this right now?
Thanks for everyone for the support. I got a few more fights in my contract. If you always wanted to see me live, come on with it. 'Cause I'm throwing out memorabilia in the crowds after every fight.